Hi everyone and welcome back to Thrifted Living. My name is Kieran. So in today's video, I'm going to be working on some Dollar Tree DIY sewing projects that I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm not sure that they're going to work, but it's something that I've really wanted to try for a while. And I just decided today was the day to give this a try. I have shared Dollar Tree sewing videos in the past. I shared a DIY Dollar Tree peplum shirt, and I also shared a Dollar Tree DIY apron. So if you'd like to see those videos, I'll link those above, along with all of the other DIY projects that I've shared on my channel. So before we jump into the video, you might see that I have this little thing right here on my chest. That's a heart monitor that I'll be wearing for a little bit. So in case you're wondering what that is, I just figured I'd probably get some questions on it. So I just wear that all the time. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that in case you noticed it during the video. For today's project, I am going to be using these scarves from Dollar Tree, and it is the Juncture brand. I've seen a lot of products at Dollar Tree in this brand, and I've seen a lot of different scarves. I picked up several of these in navy blue, and they have so many other options at Dollar Tree as well. They also have a couple options where they are either like a separate scarf like this, or like an infinity scarf where they took the bottoms and then attached them. So I picked up several of them in navy, but I also picked up a few different styles over the time since I've been going to Dollar Tree. So today we are going to be using these scarves to create a DIY Dollar Tree wrap, and I'm trying to exactly figure out what I want to call it. It's kind of like a shawl, I'm thinking is another word for it. Like a flowy kind of cardigan, I guess you would say. This is not something that will be used for like warmth, I really don't think, because it's, as you can see right through it. But this is more something that's going to be for like fashion. I don't know if that's the right, like for style, just something fun to add. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm hopeful, but I'm really not sure. So I think that you could do this project with like a fabric tape if you don't have a sewing machine, or maybe you don't know much about sewing. I'm going to try to use my sewing machine. I haven't sewn in literally years, and so I'll just give this a try and see how it goes. For this project, you're going to need some scarves and something to attach them to each other. I'm hoping this is going to actually be a pretty easy project, but we'll have to see as I get into this project a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the scarf from this little label. Hi again everyone. So I had to stop working on this project because I could not find any pins. Like, I know I have them here at the house, but I could not find any of them. So I had to run to the store and get some of those. While I was there, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, I also got a blue thread because I didn't have any, and I wanted it to more closely match this, even though it's not really a perfect match, but it's closer. I also picked up some bobbins as well because I was figuring on just using white and just making it work, but since I got that other stuff, I decided to change the bobbin. So here is what the scarves look like. Let me quickly go and look. I know on the tag it says how big they are. One second, let me go look. All right, so I have one of the tags and it says that the scarf is 63 inches by 13.8 inches. That's how much fabric each scarf has. I'm going to move the camera and show you sort of what I'm thinking about how I want to make this like wrap shawl little piece of clothing. I moved the camera so you guys could see how the fabric would look on me. So I have one piece of the fabric right here, and what I'm thinking about doing is like folding it in half. I think I need to move the camera again. Sorry guys. So I'm thinking about like folding it in half and then putting it on one side like this. You can kind of see it. Having it be like even length on that side, and then getting another one and having that on, see if I can like fold it over so it's like the same length like that, and then putting it on this arm like that. And I'm either thinking about leaving it open in the front like this, or, oops, it's a little folded now, or stitching it in the back, up the middle. My only thought with that is that it might not be wide enough to do that, because I feel like you want it to be kind of like flowy and like slouchy and fun. If you leave it open in the front, if I choose to leave it open in the front, I can like take this and sort of like put it up on my arm like that, kind of. I think that'd be like a fun look to wear sometimes. Or I could also take it and stitch it down the side like this, maybe like halfway down. And then that could be like a little sleeve almost. But my thought with that is that it might not be big enough. I might need to put like another piece of fabric in there for this. I'm also, I should say, I'm also 5'1", so this length I think is gonna work well for me. Another thing I'm noticing is that some of these do have some like marks on them. So this one has like a line on it. I don't know if you guys can see it. So just like look at the fabric that you have and see how it looks. But I think I'm going to pin this together and then try it back on and see what I think. So I might even try to make a couple, because right now I feel like I'm just like talking so much. Right now this would be like a short sleeve version, but I wonder if I add like another, like if I stitch another piece to the side here, then it would be really long on my arm. But that would be good because it'd be like really flowy and like slouchy and fun. So yes. I'm going to try pinning this together and see what I think. All right, so I have my fabric and I am going to just lay this out. So I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna lay them on top of each other with, I haven't sewn in so long, so my brain is having a really hard time figuring this out, with the right sides together. So the right side is the part that has the finished seam, and then the wrong side is the part that has the unfinished seam. I'm also new to sewing, so I might not have the correct words. So just let me know if I've got it confused. So I'm gonna fold them on top of each other, or lay them on top of each other. With the right sides together. Okay. And I also have like a little tag on this, so I'm gonna take that out if I can. I'm just not sure that it's going to be wide enough, but I mean, that's why we're gonna try it and we're gonna see how it works. So I've got my pins right here. It feels like it's really nice to be sewing again, you know, like I've always really wanted to learn like everything with sewing. My mom has always done a lot of sewing, so I've always watched her. But like I've learned a lot of what I know from her. But I've always wanted to like do like a really good job with like following a pattern and stuff. I actually, like, for me, I'm better at sewing when I'm not following a pattern, but that's because I don't really understand how to like figure out what the patterns are saying. So I'm gonna look and see how much I've pinned, because I want to do half. I'm gonna like fold it in half and see. Oh, I was pretty close. I'm gonna try first. I'm gonna try it on. All right, so I have the piece. Am I even gonna be able to try this on? I might have been too ambitious thinking I could. Aha! Did you guys see that? That was really cool. Okay, cool. So I just like, the wrong sides were facing each other. No, the right sides were facing each other. And then I just sort of opened it. Now you have the seam down the back and then the open front. So I'm gonna try it on very carefully because it's full of pins. All right, so I've got the pins there. This would be the like outside of the piece. So now I'm gonna try to put it on very carefully because it's full of pins. Ooh. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, I think for this, it's going to be a good idea to make a little sleeve thing, because what I'm seeing is that it's not really like, when it's on its own, it's not really like flowing the way I want it to. I don't know that it'll be flowy enough. Maybe I'll try to add another piece to it, like another partial thing of fabric. Let me think about it. I am going to go through and I'm going to stitch this right through here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to attach another piece of fabric on this side of the item. So like it'll be the open side right here. I'm gonna add another piece, another scarf to it to make it a little bit longer, because that was my concern, is that it just really wasn't long enough. It wasn't as like flowy as I wanted it to be. So I'm pretty excited about that, because I thought I was going to have to do something different, and it was just going to be a lot trickier than I really wanted to have to deal with. I want this to be easy. So all right, I'm going to move my sewing machine over, and I'm going to start by sewing this part together. So there's the seam. Doesn't look terrible. Not my best work, but not terrible. Let's try it on. Let's see what we think. I'll turn the camera up like this a little bit. Okay. So I think it looks okay. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add like a layer, another layer of fabric right here. So connect it like on this side. So then I would have like a long, it'll be like a long shawl. I was thinking, okay, how do I want to do this? I need to have right sides together again for this. Yes, so if I have the right sides together here, like that, then when I sew it, it'll open up and be like that. But I need to figure out exactly how much. I think I want to sew down the whole thing, because then if I do, it'll be like a bigger, like flowier piece. All right, I think I got it. So I'm going to pin these together, but I'm going to pin it the whole way down the side. I have the one side pinned together, and I'm going to go through and sew that now, and then I will work on the other side. I think I'm missing my presser foot on this machine. Where could it be? Because something felt like it was not like staying right. I might have to go to the store and get one of those. We've got another side of it. Ooh, yeah, I think this is gonna look nice. I hope. Let's see. I should try it on, see what I think so far. Ooh, yes. Much better, I think, in terms of length. This is the shorter side. I haven't added extra fabric to that yet. And then this is the longer side. So now I'm going to pin the extra fabric on this opposite side and sew that on. I'm going to look for my presser foot as well, because I have no idea where it is. So I just pinned the other side, and I did find a presser foot. I think that's what that's called, like this little piece right here that goes and it sort of like guides the fabric. I did find another one, but it's not the one that I had. So here we go. Let's keep working on this. Oh my gosh, it's so much easier. Perfect. Much easier. So I just realized I made a huge mistake. Didn't realize it until I was done. I accidentally sewed I was gonna do 2 panels on each side. I accidentally sewed 1 panel onto the side that already had 2. So, okay, so this is the one side. See how it only has 1? This side now has 3. Great. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna find my seam ripper and I'm just going to take this out, I guess, and sew it on the other side. I just finished the shawl. I think that's what I'll call it. I'll call it a shawl. I think it's pretty cool. I hope that it looks better when I like style it because I've just been putting it on this like what I'm wearing now, and I just don't really feel like it's the best style for this. I feel like you should wear something like a solid color or you know, just something a little more plain. I have a couple other layers on now, but put it on like this, and I think the length is actually perfect. This is what the piece looks like on now. I think it's really cool. Like I could see myself wearing this with like leggings or with like the jeans I have on now. Maybe even adding like a belt to it could be really cool. I decided to not attach the arm. Like originally I was thinking about maybe putting like a button or something right here so it would be more like a sleeve, but I kind of like that it's a little flowier than that because I feel like the sleeve would just make it so you couldn't really have different options, but like you could wear it across like that. Super cool. I love this. I think it's really cool. I always love like really flowy outfits. As you can see, I'm wearing some kind of flowy stuff right now, but yeah, I think it's really cool. So I'm going to try to style it with a shirt right now so that you guys can see it a little more styled right now so that you guys can see it a little more styled. But the only thing is I don't know if I have something that I would want to wear with it. Like, I don't know. I have to look in my closet and I'm gonna have to look and see if I can find something, but I think it looks really cool. It's very, very flowy. I don't know, I really, really, really love it. Hi everyone, so here is the finished product, the Dollar Tree DIY shawl that I made, or DIY wrap. I used in total 4 different scarves, and this is what it looks like from the front. Very pretty. And this is what it looks like from the back. I thought about actually putting a button here and attaching it so it almost had like a sleeve, but then I decided I kind of like this better because it has more of like a flow to it. What do you think? Sean, do I look famous?
No.
Why not? I'm wearing my shawl and the wind is blowing.
It looks great.
So I can do this, right? And I could become a superhero. Like that. I really like flowy things. You guys know, like all of my outfits of the day that I share on Instagram are always like flowy things. You could also use different types of scarves, like different patterns and things. But I think it looks really nice. Does it look like a real like thing? Does it look like a real piece of clothing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like it looks like I got it at the store?
Yeah.
Yeah? This is what it looks like. What do you guys think?